Rice is a big part of what I do in the kitchen. I use it as a base for a dish like a curry, something saucy, a great side dish. Sometimes it's a meal all by itself. I didn't know how to cook it until just a few years ago, properly anyway. So you can make rice on a stovetop and you really don't need that much. You need a pot and fork and a cup. That's it. The cup doesn't even need to be like a standard like measuring cup. It can literally just be a cup. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna make rice. So today we are using basmati rice. Basmati is a very common long grain variety that you can find in any grocery store in the US. I mention that because different varieties of rice can have different cook times and different rice to water ratios. So check to make sure what type of rice you're using before you start cooking. The recipe here is pretty simple. In addition to the rice, we're adding butter, salt, and pepper. The butter is technically optional, but highly recommended. Now before we do anything else, we have to rinse our rice. Rice has excess starch on the outside of each grain. This will make your rice a sticky, gloppy mess. Do you see how cloudy the water gets after we rinse it the first time? We want to get rid of all that. So we need to fill up the pot with water and drain it 3 or 4 times until the water runs clear. Alternatively, if you have a mesh sieve, you can just run cool water through the rice into the sieve for about 30 to 45 seconds. Next, we're adding the water, the salt, the butter, and the pepper, and bringing the whole thing to a lively simmer. As the water heats up, stir the rice with a fork to keep the grains from sticking to the bottom of the pot. Once you come to a good simmer, cover the pot and turn the heat to low for 20 minutes. Do not, under any circumstances, take the lid off the pot until the rice is completely done. After 20 minutes, take the pot off the heat, but do not take the lid off. The residual heat will finish steaming the rice for 10 more minutes. After 10 minutes are up, take the lid off the pot and admire your perfectly cooked rice. If it was cooked very perfectly, there will be little holes that show where the steam came up from the bottom of the pot. Fluff and serve.